Hello, welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Christmas Alexander Technique Explorations. I'm Amy Mushall with Your Instrumental Body, where we are unlocking efficiency and vitality in singing and in life. Today we're focusing on one of the most overworked parts of our body, our shoulders. Whether you're wrapping gifts or cooking holiday treats or carrying the stress of the season on your back, it's easy for tension to creep in. In today's exploration, we'll gently release the tension and discover how to let our shoulders freely move with ease. Let's lighten the load both literally and figuratively and create space for comfort and joy. Are you ready? Let's get started. So, as you are either seated or standing, I just want to invite you to notice your whole shoulder structure. And as you're noticing the shoulder structure, I'd actually like to invite you to notice your armpits. I want you to notice if your arms are pulled in, pulling in at the armpits. And what is it like to create a little spaciousness under your arms? And as you do that, just notice what else wants to move. Where else in your body there may be a connection. And in fact, in particular, I'd like you to notice your tail. Notice your tail in relation to your wings. What is it like to now invite your arms to hang, just gently falling, and notice the weight of your elbows tugging ever so slightly towards the earth. Notice your fingers lengthening all the way from your elbow towards the earth without pulling, without activating, but just noticing how gravity wants to just give a little tug. And as you notice your arms getting heavy, I invite you to bring your awareness back to your armpits. Notice if you've activated and started snugging your arms into your body. And what is it like to let that go? What is it like to give a little breath to your armpits? Inviting a little softening, a little widening, so that the elbows can almost start to come out wide away from your spine. Again, these are all thoughts. We're not actually doing that, right? So this would be, if I was doing that, then I might notice a real pull, but instead, I'm going to invite the thought and notice how my body responds to the thought. We're really thinking and seeing how the body responds. Noticing if there's a softening somewhere, noticing if the muscles start to light up a little bit, if the nervous system is lighting the pathway. Especially as you notice your fingers, you might notice a little tingling in your fingers as they want to move. And we just want to allow that without actually moving. So as we allow our arms to soften, have your shoulders sunk just a little bit without being pulled in. And what is that like? In fact, what is it like just for a moment to think of bringing your shoulder blades closer to each other and notice what happens in the rest of you. Notice your breath. Notice your armpits. And now what is it like to let your shoulder blades fall and soften wide? Noticing that spaciousness in your armpits again. Noticing how your breath may have shifted. And noticing where tension may have come in and where it might have released. On the flip side, let's really let our shoulders slump. And as you let your shoulders slump, notice what that feels like in your spine. Is there compression in your spine? Is there almost a little compression, in particular in this mid-region? And now, without pulling your shoulders back, what is it like to just simply lengthen the spine, allowing a little spaciousness to come here, and noticing how your shoulders can continue to fall softly towards the ground without having to pull back or lift up. We can continue to let the shoulders fall softly, allowing gravity to work on our arm structure so that we don't have to hold ourselves up away from gravity. But instead, we get to let our arms rest into gravity. And as you bring your arms up, as though you're going to reach for something, what is it like to allow your arms to continue to be heavy? To allow your armpits to continue to be soft. And as we lift them up towards the ceiling, notice how the rib structure wants to come along, and let's indulge in that for a little stretch. And then let's gently let gravity allow our arms to soften back towards the earth. Today, I invite you to continue to bring a little bit of awareness, in particular to this part underneath the arms, as well as around the whole arm structure, the whole shoulder area. And I invite you, when you might notice a little bit of holding, a little bit of tension, to allow a little softening, to allow a little spaciousness under the arms, to allow a little widening without doing it, but just allowing. And I'd love for you to drop a comment below and share with me any noticings that you've had. And as you continue to explore this throughout your day, as you're doing activities, as you're making holiday treats or wrapping gifts, I would love to hear if this has changed your experience in how you use your arms and your shoulders while doing activities. Come back, leave me a comment, send me an email at amy@wholeheartedsinger.com and let me know if this has brought just a little bit more ease to you. And be sure to like this video, send it and share it with a friend or a family member so that they can join in the explorations. And join me tomorrow for day 5, where we're going to explore a little bit of ease in action. So come back for that. Thanks so much. I'm Amy Mushall with Your Instrumental Body. Thanks so much for joining me.